Hello and welcome to Book Nerd TV. Today we're going to discuss the mystery thriller At Risk by Patricia Cornwell. At Risk was published by Putnam & Sons in 2006. I read my first Patricia Cornwell novel in probably the late 90s or early 2000s, I'd say. Her character, Kay Scarpetta, was a educated, experienced forensic investigator. This made her something a little new to the thriller mystery genre. Having a competent woman detective, basically, as the protagonist was just something new. She wasn't a damsel in distress per se. She was just a competent woman who had a job to do and who performed very well in her capacity. Since historically I am a fan of Patricia Cornwell and I had the book At Risk, I thought now would be a great time to read the book and give a review or an impression because it's an author that I enjoyed in the past. At Risk is not a very long novel. Easy read, sort of a, if you were going to take a book maybe to the beach with you, this is the type of book that you would read. Especially if you like mystery/thriller types of books, then At Risk is the type of book that you would take with you. The main character in At Risk is named Wilson Garano. He is a police officer, police investigator with, I think it's the state of Massachusetts. And a lot of this takes place in and around the Boston area. Winston Garano's character is not very well developed. Well, none of the characters, to my mind, none of the characters were particularly very well developed. And while the plot is inventive, the plot isn't developed enough to carry the very one-dimensional characters who populate this novel along. What we know of Winston Garano is that he is biracial, smart, but apparently not smart enough to get into Harvard, which he harbors an inferiority complex about. And because he's so handsome, women find it hard to resist him. So, you get that whole stereotypical character. And then there's the DA that Winston is assigned to and or works for, Monique Lamont, who is also a one-dimensional character and the damsel in distress, but she's trying to play hardball and be one of the guys in this sort of tough political arena. And then there's the mystery or the cold case that Garano is assigned to solve that involves DNA evidence that's going to be tested using this particular system that's all kind of woven together to create, like I said, what could be or is actually an interesting enough plot. The cold case is the central mystery that Garano is assigned to solve. Even though the cold case occurred in North Carolina or South Carolina, it's one of the Carolinas. The plot is intriguing and could have been developed more. The characters remain very one-dimensional and very flat for me throughout the entire book. And the thing that really annoyed me probably more than anything, when I was introduced to the person who turned out to be the guilty party, I knew it. I knew it when the book introduced the character. I was like, well, there's your murderer. 3 or 4 paragraphs in, I already knew. And it was just so, I was just flipping the pages, just really more to see if there would be like a surprise twist at the end. And there wasn't. It was who I identified, And I want to say that happens maybe halfway-ish through the book. I was disappointed in this book, I think, more than anything. I think it's the kind of book, again, that you can take to the beach and read, kind of a light, mystery light or thriller light. I don't know if it's a thriller. Political intrigue, mystery type book. Good read at the beach because it's nothing very deep. It's nothing that you have to spend a lot of time thinking about. I'm not trying to be mean about that, but it's just a light, short beach read. If you want something that's a little more, that is weighty, good plot development and good character development, this may not be the book for you. Will I read any of the Patricia Cornwell books in the future? Absolutely, because again, I really enjoyed the Kay Scarpetta novels. Haven't read them in quite a while, but if I remember correctly, there is a new Kay Scarpetta novel either just come out or is coming out, and so I may jump back into that series. There you have it. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you like the video, please remember to leave me a like. If you're enjoying the content so far, go ahead and click the subscription button. I appreciate it greatly. And if you want to be notified every time I post a new video, go ahead and ring the notification bell. And remember, no matter what task you have to complete within your day, there is always time to read. Bye.